Styxxoplix, July 3rd, 2013, Zen Zhaman, Zip Zop. From cave art to divine app, it's enough to make your mind snap. From the street corner cipher to the arena of battle rap, it's enough to make you eat cattle crap. From the big bang to the big crunch, it's enough to make you lose your lunch. From the book of Genesis to the book of Revelations, it's enough to make you start revolutions. From the Garden of Eden to today's problems, it's enough to make you come up with solutions. From the ancient tribes to technological civilizations, it's enough to make you lose your patience. You are waiting for that final event, but the future is something that we invent. From cave art to divine app. I don't walk, I march. I hang loose like the neck of a goose while you stay stiff like starch. Nobody makes a move until Styx starts. My mind is off the charts. My life is divided into 4 parts. I pump it up like hearts, sharp like the teeth of a shark. I knock it out the ballpark, just in the nick of the time to make my mark. I rock it from the first light until after dark. I don't walk, I march. Ha! You try to interpret life's purpose with a murderous surface of nervous service that is worthless. I leave you earthless in a traveling space circus. You're all a bunch of speechless leeches washed up like whales on beaches. You can't teach this smart ass wise crack. I rise back from the grave like Jesus, but it's needless to say when I display the miraculous immaculate way to today. From April to May, I spring into action like a mattress when I extract the mescaline from the peyote cactus. You can never match this as I shrug my shoulders like Atlas, sharp as battle axes when I perfect my practice. Success is what I access in the final conquest. There will be no contest when I put the rest to rest. In the end, I will be acknowledged as the best of the best. So kick back and say yes as I freestyle funky fresh in the flesh. You try to interpret life's purpose with a parody on parade, ironic paradox charade, the hypocritical masquerade, the contradiction brigade. The flow never stayed, the work was never played. Watch love conquer and fear fade. Watch the paint get sprayed. Watch the traitors trade secrets in the shade, patiently waiting for justice to get paid. Listen to the music being made as my words invade. As my words invade. Bring back that stream of consciousness. Automatic writing, exquisite corpse to the table of contents. The unstable Dadaist with manic mantra comments. My compliments to the chef of life, cooking up some experiments. Existence is the evidence as we witness with testaments. The best intense sense of intelligence. Space is the residence. Elevation of the elements as time goes on in increments. As we play our specific instruments and make a terrific difference. Bring back that stream of consciousness. Automatic writing, exquisite corpse to the table of contents. Woo! Ha ha! I'm that dude who brings sudden mood swings to the grand scheme of things. The fall that never springs, the fate of burning wings. Sometimes I get too serious, that on the road rage that's furious. Guilty as charged, forgetting my innocence, the child curious. Temper tantrums that are numerous, losing sight of the humorous. Losing the sensitive twitch of the nerve, trouble with the curve as I reflect the past situations as absurd. As my old friend said, getting lost in the maze of the word as I wake up now free as a bird. The silence that is heard. The silence that is heard. I put bars in order for you young cats that stand in line to get older. This time my lines go over that brain container on your shoulder, so it's going to be a heavyweight. You box photos, you a lightweight. I box rocks, I'm a heavyweight. You ain't in the mental ready state, so let me set you straight. I get you open like a metal gate. Watch your ego deflate while I demonstrate this great flow since my birth date, August 27th, 1974. We got plenty more. Messing with me will get you ending up in the books of blood by Clive Barker. I arrived darker than the hour right before dawn. I'm the right that went wrong, like that Helter Skelter song. It won't be long before we all belong to the afterlife, but right now it's before death, night of the living unforgiven. The boogeyman delivering the shaking and shivering. This is the rude awakening, the sudden remembering. I'm dismembering all your limbs, then I send them to limbo and throw the rest of your show straight out the window. Yes. I'd like to thank the mysterious Grand Order designer for uplifting me. I had an epiphany, a moment of clarity which is a rarity, that aha monument, like the artistic movement known as Dada. I'd like to thank my mama for the support in this life that's too short. I'd like to thank my papa for the doubt and skepticism that motivated me to be greater now than later. I'm the stage invader, edutainment provider, the fly high and low rider, the perfection striver, the turbo warp speed maximum overdriver, the 9 to 5er that still gets the art out liver than you art career full-timers, the crowd's favorite writer of the all-time rhymers. As you get Alzheimer's. The senile style. And it just don't stop. Zardoz and Xanadu took a trip from Kalamazoo to Timbuktu on the Chattanooga choo-choo. It was like deja vu mixed with voodoo. Interesting. Fascinating. Now, Mother Nature is going through a major transformation, and our consciousness will shift and the way we live will change drastically. For real. The time is coming for us to accept this and learn to love one another on this planet as one true family rather than having separate exclusive lives from one another. Our purpose is not profit. We must unite as a species to stop the war within ourselves. We must use technology to be in harmony with nature. We must start living and stop surviving. We must create a better today to be in tune with the earth. I have faith in the human race. I believe in you. I love you all. Indeed. As I wipe the sweat from my eyes, I surprise. A circle of servants bring you serpent syrup for you to guzzle and burp at the OK Corral with Wyatt Earp. You just a twerp that wants the perp. I'll silence your chirp for what it's worth because you're softer than Nerf and AstroTurf when I surf the internet of wordplay. You will metaphorically get hurt as I watch your brain squirt on my work shirt, you jerk. The last thing you see is me with a smirk. Now you're a corpse that lurks in the dirt. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust, to return to earth. You reincarnate into the next birth. A circle of servants. Yes, as we click on to the next moment, I get past the mist of the pessimist and focus my optics on the optimistical. Don't even ask about the rest of this message, it's not hocus pocus, but that nobody can stop Styx from overcoming the obstacle. You seek wisdom from the oracle about the system of the portal. I be the abnormal immortal Dr. Drive cruising on Saint Street. I paint the beat with my voice. I ain't gonna face defeat, that's not a choice or an option. I refuse to lose. I make your top spin as we watch the news abuse a hope for humanity. I say nope to the insanity that the world may provide. We all must come clean like soap on this planet. We should enjoy the ride, the journey to the other side, which is inside ourselves. Now we're all books waiting to be opened on the bookshelves. Yes, it's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't quite put my finger on it. Now you put your foot in your mouth because you're getting ahead of yourself. Well, get your ass in gear and keep your ear to the street, but don't let anything get out of hand. Keep your eyes on the prize and your nose out of other people's business. If you can't stomach this situation, I'll have to give you a thumbs down. But if you chin up and get to the heart of the problem, we'll be able to elbow our way out of this Armageddon by the skin of our teeth. Because we're bad to the bone, so don't dick around. Grow some balls and get out of my hair because we're up to our knees in feces. We're on our last leg. This is our only chance to walk out of here alive, so grin and bear it. Swallow your fear. Everybody move. Styx anatomy. Let's see. You can't mess with me. I be the Z, the mega omega, the great evader with the Gene Wilder behavior, the altered mind stater, the anti-traitor, aka Mr. Styxxoplix, the Zen Zhaman practicing Zorro linguistics, the mightiest of the mystics, the subliminal sideways end. I don't pretend, I'm the end. Z, zip, zop, Zen Zhaman. I just woke up from a dream in which everybody wakes up and starts walking everywhere like we're touring the entire planet. People begin meeting and greeting each other as if some great event shifted everyone's consciousness into being aware of themselves and their surroundings. It was like an Everybody Hurts video by R.E.M. It was this huge festival in which everyone in the world was completely a part of. We all had arrived. We all had arrived. We just woke up. From the street to the store, I don't contest, but I protest, so I disturb the slaves of war with the masterpiece like it's never been done before. America is the best beast that you can't ignore, so burn down Babylon, also known as the big whore. Pay attention. Don't purchase the brainwash invention of the serpents because they advertise lies. Your demise is disguised as the grand surprise. From the street to the store. Yes, as we move on into the Zom, observe the absurd word for word, the absurd, articulate architecture, literature for the audacious audience sitting on the spooky furniture in the theater of the eaters. Feed the feeders and read the readers, lead the leaders and beat the beaters, leave the leavers and deceive the deceivers. Observe and absorb, my lord. The protesters disassemble and tremble from the tear gas as fear at last outclasses the masses. Leaks reveal bleak techniques. Whistleblowers are hiding as the governments are lying while the people are dying for a cause to change the laws. As we point out each other's flaws and break the camel's back with the last straws. Actual criminals get off scotch-free as society gets the obvious subliminals. So much proof that the majority is oblivious to the truth. Power is in control as it devours our souls and leaves us as empty entities, confused at who's the enemies. We now return to your regularly scheduled program in the land of no man as we slowly sink in quicksand. Woo. As we move on into the Zom, welcome to life, where our true nature is symbiotic rather than the negative neurotic, just like the forgotten mutual aid, a factor in evolution by Peter Kropotkin, not forgotten but conditioned to be in a state of being from right to rotten. Programmed for the physical property of products instead of the spiritual society with art projects. Let's focus on the process of consciousness and share our knowledge and experience as accomplishments. Indeed. As we bring this to a close, I write rhymes in my mind on my morning walk to work. I don't talk to jerks because I only dictate to dicks. Assholes try to pop shit but they can't fuck with the great sticks. Because I'm the one that directs the flicks and perfects the mix of special effects and studio tricks. So come get your fix as the boot beat kicks. Everything clicks as you dissect the text that I flex on that tracks with spontaneous attacks that make you fall back, but then you rise up to the occasion and welcome the Zen Zhaman invasion. I write rhymes. Whew. Instantly I spit straight sharp like the art of cinematog. I might just go ghost dog when I spit a blog. I can spit lyrical digital or the original analog. From the right angle, I might mangle a death sentence into a paragraph of life that turns into light at the stroke of midnight. I speak in twisted tongues that flip words over the dream drums. Whew. For our last piece, a eulogy for earthlings. People come and go in between the fun and flow as we create and grow. We relate and know the different paths we take or the choices we make. Hello and goodbye as we live and die, as we crawl, walk, and then fly. A eulogy for earthlings. Styxxoplix, aka Zen Zhaman.